Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me. Time to go. Into the wind.
Boing, boing, boom! Jumpy, jumpy, go! Blow them all up! Woo! Yeah! Hi-ya!
Yeah! Bring it on! You don't want to do this. It hurts! Bring it on! Confess! Fracture! Cyclone! Truth hurts!
Don't waste my time. It's nothing. Your life is mine. Don't waste my time. It's nothing. Don't waste my time.
Don't get too close! Supporting fire! Check this out! I got you covered! Don't get too close! Supporting fire!
Booba, get them! Eat this!
Fire it up! Here's backup! Check this out! Don't get too close!
Yashiro, Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until we hand Lady Hiragi over to them. I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions, and I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity. But please, have mercy, good sir.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So, please, if you would be so kind, get straight to the point.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Everyone in the entire Kanjo Commission now realizes the gravity of this situation. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more, on our behalf?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. What do you plan to do about this? To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
We will take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We will make sure that the public knows this was all a huge misunderstanding. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact. Everything we can.
Master Matsura, you should have known it would come to this. Whatever were you thinking? But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi and the inhabitants of Rito are innocent. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
Yes, I understand.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't guarantee that he will change his mind.
I understand. Thank you for your help, Yashiro Commissioner.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess to deal with back in the Kanjo Commission.
Okay, then please excuse me. Thank you once again, Commissioner.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to tell you. Would you mind?
Oh? Why, of course. Sir Kamisato, you became a
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as I should. But now, I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and share a personal story with you.
Oh, please. I'd love to hear it.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago and restore our reputation. The work took a toll on his health and ultimately led to his untimely demise. My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens hindering the ambitions of others. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the truth of what the Yashiro Commission has been through.
Huh. Pretty similar to how the Kanjo Commission is now.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to exploit me. I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had a young sister to take care of. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can ever be allowed to trample over my precious family. Fortunately, I persisted, and the Kamisato clan was able to survive this storm.
I think I now know where my sense of loss and confusion was coming from. Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to see me live the rest of my life depending on someone else. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is, it's because I felt too young and inexperienced to handle the situation facing me.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he's prepared for anything.
That's it. The situation I'm facing now is the same one he faced back then. When his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun. And now, it is time for me to make a stand and become my own person.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest of your life. It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary step in the pursuit of true happiness.
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. I'll think about marriage again after everything is more settled. This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about becoming a burden or dependent on someone else.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt. When the time comes for the wedding to go ahead, I will come to congratulate you once more.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything you have shared with me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your return, you will find your Kanjo Commission associates most receptive to your instruction.
Yes, in fact, my recent experience suggests the same. Thank you once again.
She really has the air of a leader now. Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way out until you pulled that super smart strategy out of nowhere.
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution. This outcome is entirely within my expectation.
Even so, Paimon could never come up with a plan that cunning in a whole lifetime. Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided to set the Hiragi clan straight.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble for myself. Well, the fact is that I am first and foremost the Yashiro Commissioner. Perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan and the other Yashiro Commission clans have a peaceful existence. But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. This is not the first situation of its kind, nor will it be the last. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving no room for maneuver achieves the same end. Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable favor in that regard. Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar one.
There were so many things at play over this one wedding! Wait a second! You weren't trying to stop the wedding from the very beginning, were you?
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi Chisato was entirely sincere. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise for the rest of your life. I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting into. Now, she has the chance to become her own person. Let's see who she becomes.
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both. I shall have to host you at the Kamisato estate when my sister is next available.
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very peculiar tasting milk.
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavors.
Oh, my lord?
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure he's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had he and his companion not been present. It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while discreetly performing your job to perfection.
Naturally. Yes. Now that we're both free, let's finish off that game of chess we started a few days ago.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl. But she was deceived, and the memory of her noble origins faded. She now believed that she was the queen of the kingdom of darkness. But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
Traveler,
It so happens that a friend of yours asked me to pass on a message when I saw you.
Someone left a message for us? Huh, who could it be?
My beloved retainer, have you noticed that silver thread of which fate is woven, now twisting and twining itself around you? The Aug de Verurtelan does Grossen Kaleido Phantasmus will be watching you.
Well...
Apologies. This message is unusually difficult to recite. Would you like to hear more?
Definitely sounds like Fischl's note. What should we do?
We'll be watching you as you step into the glorious castle of the Immer Nachreich. Come to me at once, swear an oath to me in my blessed name, and we shall journey together to the depths of the world. Anyway, to summarize, Miss Fischl asked me to ask you to go to the plaza in front of the cathedral. Please meet her there when you have the time. She said that she will be waiting for you.
Oh, Fischl. Such a mystifying message for such a plain and simple request. Well, if Fischl's expecting us, then let's not keep her waiting. Let's head towards the cathedral plaza. She is! And Mona, too! Oh. Welcome, welcome, most loyal attendants of the Prinzessin.
Which one is it? Retainer or attendant? Make up your mind.
My apologies. Main Fräulein tends to use exaggerated expressions when she's in good spirits.
Hey, Fischl! You were looking for us, right? Sounds like the fun started without us. What's got you in such a good mood?
And so, the whisper of eternal night summons you back to my side. Splendid. What a blessed reunion. A boon from beyond the eventide. Come, partake of this joy with me, my subjects.
Traveler, Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you again. Main Fräulein and I extend to you our most sincere greetings.
Paimon wants to say a proper hello too, but Paimon has no idea how to, partake.
A normal person in this situation would simply say, "Hi, traveler, how have you been?" The traveler and I are like intertwined stars in the vast galaxy. You of all people should very well know the fate foretold by this meeting.
Precisely. Lady Magistus, please refrain from such unimaginative utterances.
Lady what now?
Lady Magistus has long since become a citizen of the Immer Nachreich. She has been serving as court archmage under one's command for some time now. That's just my surname. Don't mind that. This is so embarrassing. You're here because Fischl asked Catherine to ask you to come, right? Indeed so, my archmage. Did even this appear in thy divination? Why, your powers are truly dangerous. Oh, for the love... No, of course not. You told me yourself that you'd left a message with Catherine. Excuse me.
Anyway, in my case, she practically beat the door down to get me to come along. Whatever she says, please don't be too astonished.
Don't worry. We've been around the block. You can't faze us.
Oh, faithful servants, one's homeland, the Immernachtreich, which bears the darkest of all fates, draws near to this world once more. Stand with me in anticipation, for the glory of our kingdom is nigh.
Wait, what?
Indeed. Only one's most faithful envoys are fortunate enough to be privy to this great revelation. The Immernachtreich is near Mondstadt.
No, please. That will be most unnecessary.
I know it sounds absurd, but there's actually something behind this, I promise. Basically, what Fischl means is...
Lady Magistus!
All right. Honestly, look at me. A genius astrologist forced into a juvenile role-playing game. The truth is that yesterday, Her Highness encountered the Spark Knight Klee outside of the city. Both being of great fame, they recognized one another instantly and began to converse. It was already getting dark, so, in that spirit of great compassion and care for which she is known, Her Highness personally accompanied Klee back to Mondstadt. On the way, Her Highness relayed to Klee the story of her origins. Upon hearing the tragic tale of the fall of Her Highness's homeworld, the tender-hearted Spark Knight inquired, with tears welling up in her eyes.
Oh no! Is the Immernachtreich really gone? Won't it grow back?
Oh, mortal, your sovereign's heart is touched by thy sincerity and sympathy. But nay, the Immernachtreich is an everlasting realm, and one day it shall make its reappearance.
Really? So how do we make your homeland grow back again? Oh, please tell me. Please.
Since you inquire so earnestly, give unto me a tranquil haven. Promise me eternal admiration. Lend me both time and wind, and one shall revive one's homeworld.
Could you cut the reenactment and just get to the point?
In short, Klee gave Fischl an island to serve as the promised land where the Immernachtreich will appear. I didn't believe it either at first, but then I saw this letter.
Providence has gifted Main Fräulein with an excellent opportunity. Esteemed traveler, as Main Fräulein's cherished retainer, you deserve to bear witness to this grand moment with us.
This island looks kind of familiar.
Traveler, curtail thy umming and awing at once. The throne of the Immernachtreich calls for me. Come, be my blade, clear the way, and witness what is to come.
I think she just wants to invite you along to the island with her. That being said, I have a feeling that I'll be better off not performing any divination where that island's concerned.
Huh? Why not?
Klee is involved in this, which means her mother is probably involved, which means that old hag is involved. Thanks, but no thanks.
You, who have traveled to the farthest reaches of the world, fathom the celestial path of stardust in the palm of your hand, and witness raindrops converge and become one with the undercurrent of destiny. You, yes you,
must chart the course that leads the way to the land promised to Main Fräulein by fate.
Oh, Fischl doesn't know the way there. Since thou asketh for our help, Paimon can telleth you that we are good friends with the Spark Knight Klee, the Guides of Destiny. Come on, just play along.
Behold, the Watcher, the Guide, the Weaver of Dreams, the Traveler.
Excellent. excellent, most excellent.
To sum up, Traveler, since you say you know the way, we'll let you take us to the island. I mean, the Promised Land. Oh, good, fine, done. Right now, Lady Magistus needs to go home to pack her things and catch up on some sleep. Your Highness, your other distinguished selves, let's meet at the city gate at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Very well. Then it is settled. One blesses you with an undisturbed slumber, Lady Magistus. You too, Traveler.
Main Fräulein means to say, good night. See you all tomorrow.
About darn time! Good night! Paimon's exhausted! You all have proper rules! How come Paimon has to be a clock on the wall in the royal palace? Cuckoo! It's 12 o'clock sharp in the Immernachtreich! Anyway, since those islands are a pretty mind-blowing place, why don't we get some people with mind-boggling ideas to help us out? Kaya's mind works in mysterious ways. But no one in Mondstadt has ideas that boggle the mind quite like a certain somebody who's definitely going to be in the tavern at this hour. Come on, let's go rope him into helping us.
And pick up some new pieces for sure.
We have a few specials today at Angel Share.
We're here! Tone deaf bard! What are they doing in Mondstadt?
Well, look at that! You're really here. Come on, take a seat and join our delightful conversation.
Wow, Traveler, Paimon! Speak of the devil, we were literally just talking about you.
Truly a curious coincidence.
Kazuha? Shinyan? What are you doing here in a Mondstadt tavern? And how'd you end up having to share a table with the tone-deaf bard?
Tone-deaf bard? Now that's a fun stage name. It seems like you're a pretty well-known singer, fella.
Though sadly not a rock and roll singer, or we could perform a duet. So, you all know each other. My newfound friends are my old friends' friends from afar. How fantastic. This is a rare opportunity indeed. Oh, we should form a poetry club and call it, the Free Poet Society, or something like that.
Yeah, I felt like getting out and finding some new inspiration for my songwriting. Kazuha felt like going on a trip too, so we figured we'd travel together. Last month, Beto held a big booze-filled party called the Drink Till You Sink Championship, and she put me in charge of the music. And that's where I met Kazuha.
Although Xinyan can come across as unruly at times, her musical understanding is highly nuanced and original. Safe to say, our shared appreciation for music struck a chord in us both.
Oh, you can say that again. In Kazuha's hands, even a leaf becomes an instrument. That makes him an expert among my friends. Starting from Liyue, we passed through Stone Gate and kept going till we came into Mondstadt. Then along the way, we saw this really awesome manor. It was something else.
Oh, yeah! We know the one. Our friend owns that place.
Really? Y'all sure have a lot of friends. Well, whoever it is that lives in that fine place must be really loving life, huh?
Guess so.
Similar souls tend to attract each other. Traveler and Paimon, you must have exceptional taste, just like that friend of yours.
Wow, you're too nice! Unlike some people who only ever seem to poke fun at Paimon. Ahem.
By the way, do you know anything about the Iridescence Tour? It's supposed to be huge. Rumor has it that all 7 nations of Tevat are gonna be involved. Well, so far it's mostly just empty promises. Anyway, it's supposed to be a music festival. The organizer really did a number on me last time. They canceled on me. But I hear that they're still active. I'd love to give the festival another shot. But wouldn't you know it, the plans fell through again. How can they mess up this bad twice in a row?
Music is all about inspiration. Maybe the organizers canceled the show because theirs dried up. But fear not, weary travelers, for your journey was not in vain. It has, after all, brought you here, to me, to the Temple of Music.
Your Temple of Music must have more than just good tunes. You're a bard, ain't you? A song's gotta have a good story or it doesn't make the cut, right?
Exactly. You understand the meaning of being a bard so well. To express my gratitude, I will even share one of these stories with you.
Oh, you're a funny fella. Are all bards like you?
I've met many bards during my travels, but none of them are as entertaining as you.
I'm sure it all comes down to the richness of my imagination and, by extension, the poverty of theirs. And on that note, here is a fantastical tale that is sure to delight you all. Legends tell of an emerald isle in the middle of the ocean. There, the Dodo King and his people live a blissful existence. When a Dodoko is born, it dives into the water. Some learn to swim. Others are carried away by the waves, all the way to Mondstadt, where they befriend the children there. One Dodoko made a new friend in Mondstadt, the little Spark Knight. But the Dodo King did not approve. He demanded that the little knight come to the island and prove herself to him. So the little knight, together with her most important friend in the world, braved the wind and waves, finally reaching the middle of the ocean. But Dodo King was not there. Dodo King had lied. There was no trial by fire or interrogation. The little knight's mother, who was a mage, had built an entire summer city there as a gift to her daughter, along with this message. Summer is the season of love. It is the time for freedom and fun. So everyone, please sing, dance, and enjoy yourselves here. The end.
How interesting. I now have the urge to visit that island myself. This is the thing about traveling. You can't plan ahead. Better to leave when the mood takes you and go where the heart leads.
I'm glad you liked it. Well, there's wine on the table, and I have stories to tell. Seems like fate is feeling kind today.
Here's to music. Come on, traveler.
Don't worry, if you don't like wine, there's juice as well.
In that case, I'll have a glass of juice. This one. I like the color.
Oh no! Kazuha!
Uh-oh, this fella's drunk. But, wasn't he drinking fruit juice?
More, more, please.
Oops, I think I accidentally placed some fruity cocktails out there. My bad.
Seriously?
Anyway, guess it's time to talk about business after all that drinking. You came here because you need my help, I presume?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We didn't come here to drink.
Kazuha? Kazuha! Oh, he just won't wake up. Looks like we're staying in the tavern tonight.
Handle my blues better.
Look where we are. Yup, I can sense that you're about to tell me something very interesting. Klee gave a special gift from her mother to an adventurer friend? Oh, she's such a kind-hearted child. As I'm sure you've already guessed, that letter is most definitely written by Alice.
Yeah, that's so.
Speaking of, guess which two people I ran into on my way to the tavern today?
Master Jean? Or Lisa?
A mother and daughter, both with long elf ears and the most amazingly adorable personalities.
Alice and Klee?
Ding, ding, ding! Correct answer! The unaging mage was taking her teeny tiny knight on a vacation, and I happened to run into them. As a friendly greeting, the mysterious woman gave me a gift. She also said that if I meet any fun friends, I should share this gift with them. So now it's yours to keep.
Ah! It's a bomb!
Minus the fuse, so don't worry, it's not going to explode. Come on, take it. This way we can talk to each other just like this, even when we're apart. It's called a Dodo communication device, and it allows people to stay in touch over vast distances. However, you can't just use it anytime you want, and there's also a limit on the number of times you can use it. That's why it's currently only available to a certain select few. I heard that the inspiration for this comes from another world. Alice is always full of surprises. She and Klee asked me to tell you. Please take this with you when you depart for the island. No, wait. The Promised Land with your friends. And have fun! Don't worry about how to get there. The organizers of this vacation have made arrangements. Turn right after you exit the city gates, and you'll see something that will make you very happy.
Sounds like the two of you are in cahoots over this.
Of course not. Is that really the sort of person you think I am? Traveler, you're my friend. And as your friend, I just want to give you something that'll make you happy. How can you think this of me?
Fair enough. The tone-deaf guard does like to joke around, but he's still one of our best friends. Besides, a vacation sounds great! Actually, Kazuha and Shinyan seemed pretty interested in coming on this trip too. Let's ask them if they want to join us.
Ah, you're back. Poor Kazuha's still out for the count. Seems like he can't handle alcohol so well.
Shinyan, do you want to come to the islands with us?
Adventure. Can't.
Huh? He doesn't want to go anymore. He seemed really interested just a moment ago.
Can't miss the adventure.
Ah, Kazuha might act mature, but deep down he's just another youngster eager for new experiences. That must be why he didn't think anything of the fruit juice earlier.
Well, all the more reason for you to join the island trip. You know, a lot of people have praised the beautiful scenery there. Even Bards.
Okay, sounds like a plan. How do we get there?
Someone's got it covered, apparently. There'll be a few others joining us on this trip, and we're meeting at the city gate tomorrow morning. We'll wait for you.
Traveler?
Oh, yeah. They aren't official yet, do they? Okay, so here's the deal. There's a princess from a faraway land and her retinue, who are also coming on this trip.
Huh? Paimon, don't get me wrong. I'm just asking to make sure. But from the way you're plugging this trip so hard, did the Iridescence Tour folks put you up to this? After all, canceling the Iridescence Tour after people already made the trip, that's kind of the same thing as tricking people into going traveling, ain't it?
Ugh! Why won't anyone believe Paimon?
Don't worry about that for now. You'll all have the chance to get acquainted with each other tomorrow morning. Whether you're a princess, a retainer, a talking raven, a samurai, or a musician, you're all VIP guests of the island on your summer vacation. And that's what counts, right?
I'm sure looking forward to it.
I'll have to pass. I have some work to take care of.
You serious? The tone-deaf bard actually has plans to do some work?
I promised a young lady with cat ears and a cattail that I'd sing at her tavern to boost business and beat the competition. Ah, yes, the competition being this place, which has six-fingered Jose.
Aren't you allergic to cats?
Yup, I can always sing on their roof. She told me that as long as their sales surpass their competitor, there's a whole month's worth of wine in it for me. Oh, what a fine employment opportunity, virtually tailor-made for me. So have fun, and don't worry about me. I feel like this summer is going to be a very interesting one.
Or a close friend.
What would you like?
So lively. So many travelers.
Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
My apologies.
Leave it all to me. Steady as stone.
Be still.
As a
Good night, Shun.
Throwing snow!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Fry! Be still. Picked the wrong test subject. The devil's back.
My apologies! Be still. Take flight!